Welcome back, Hordelings, to the final episode of Martian Memorandum, the Tex Murphy adventure. Second one. After this, we'll be doing Under a Killing Moon. However, I do have tomorrow and Sunday off. I'll be doing a marathon both days. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff I need to catch up on. So I've just been kind of playing these mean streets and this after work when I really don't feel like getting in anything. When I do Neverwinter Nights and Vampire and Warcraft, I like to sit down for a few hours. And I just haven't had the time to do that. But we're going to get lots of vids tomorrow and the day after. It'll be March 14th and 15th of 2014. For those coming late to the show. What the hell was Deacon Hawk talking about? What did she mean my coming was foretold? And that business about the light. And then when the light returns, will she give me information? What kind of shit? One thing's for sure. She knows what's going on around here. The side where the Martian colonists were massacred by the station expedition is still preserved. I walk slowly by the blown-out homes and playgrounds as the wind whistled eerily through the twisted wreckage. This place eats shit. HCl2 acid in a glass tube. We'll take that. You carefully take the acid. Push the metal aside. Small wooden 7.62 ammo, yeah. You take the tuning fork. What about the fucking ammo? You take the tuning fork 100 times. Oh, it's just an ammo box. Derp. Alright. Head to Bradley Erickson's. What could I do for you? Let's ask him about Cooper Bradbury. Cooper is a militant freak who thinks that freaks are the rightful heir to Mars. He's been a friend of mine since I was a kid. If you want to talk to him, try this address in the mutant side of the Marinara City. Alright, thanks for the address. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now we can get to old Cooper's place. Bradbury Erickson has given me a hot tip on the whereabouts of Cooper Bradbury. Brad had told me about an alley in Freaktown near the radioactive slag heap. Stepping from behind a street lamp, Bradbury is the king of freaks. Radiation has done its job on this guy. His huge concave forehead is covered with green fungus that grows from the thousands of tiny holes that were left in his head after his hair dropped out. His nose is like a sow's. His nose is like a what? His nose is like a sow's. You could stare straight into his head through it. His eyes are wide, set in a mongoloid appearance. His teeth would look good on a 12-year-old horse if he hadn't been missing the front two. This guy is fucked up. What can I do for you? Let's ask him about the Oracle Stone. The Martian Stone should be ours, Murphy, and I'm prepared to pay handsomely for it. The first settlers on this planet were outcasts, and Alexander killed people like us for it. We deserve the stone and the right to this planet. Mars is our home. To us, Earth is just a nice place to visit. People like you and the others should go back to Earth. We're prepared to push all the norms off our world. The stone will help us do that. If you get the stone, you'd better make sure it comes to us, or you won't get off Mars alive. Tell me about Alexis Alexander.
Martian Alexander's daughter? I don't have any idea where that bitch is. And we have sources everywhere. Maybe she isn't on Mars anymore. Perhaps she got back to Earth.
Perhaps. Tell me about Thomas.
I've got an idea where you'll find Thomas Dangerfield. It's rumored he's building some machine in the caverns near the terraform power plant, but knowing where he might be is not enough. It seems he's figured out the ancient Martian interlocking mechanism. No one can get into the cavern without a device for the mechanism, but here's the location.
Alright, good enough. Let's head to the cave. The coordinates for the Thomas Dangerfield are near the mouth of a large cavern, about 2 kilometers from the power plant. I enter the opening and find a set of stairs winding down inside the mountain. The stairs seem endless, but eventually I find myself in a narrow corridor. It smells like shit in here. Long-ass corridor. You insert the card into the slot. That shit opens. Not a good move. The door slams shut behind me. Hey, you baby. I want to do you. You want to do me. Let's jump on the bed now. And baby, I'll make you see why they call me Tex Murphy. Pull out my 9-inch D. Stick it in your hoo-ha. Alright, I'm done. I'm done with my song already. In a shaky voice, she responds. Alexis Alexander stands there nervously, staring at me with the huge fawn-like eyes. Her hair is gold of old paintings and is tousled enough, but not too much. Her face is strong but beautiful. She has a full set of curves which nobody had been able to improve on. She is frightened, but it looked as if she could smile easily. Her eyes are crystal blue and clear. Her mouth is large and sensual. She's got some serious DSLs. I've seen better. Nice 80s haircut, bitch. What, no voice for the main kidnapped person of the game? That is redonkulous. He's out of his mind. He says the Oracle Stone will allow him to do and get whatever he wants. He's built some machine and says it's magnified the power of the stone to an incredible level. Alright. Thomas Dangerfield is dangerous. Tell me about Deacon Hawk. I don't know shit about that. Tell me about the Oracle Stone. Rick told me about the Oracle Stone my father murdered for. He said it was a rare artifact that must be returned to the families of those who found it. The night I disappeared, I found the combination to the safe and stole the stone. I arranged to meet Rick. He sent me to Mars with it and said he would meet up with me later. Interesting. How'd that turn out? GameHorder. GameHorder. A large cement patch has been troweled into the wall. Several form-fitting miniskirts, some workout clothes, and a few casual outfits hang by a chromium rod. The young, voluptuous, strikingly beautiful daughter of Martian Alexander. The screen covers the duct. A king-size bed with a luxurious comforter. Miss Alexander has been staying in style. Wanna check out the bed springs, baby? See if they fit. You yank the rod from its setting. Oh, sorry about your clothes, bitch.
Pick those up, Tex Murphy. You scoundrel.
I'm gonna use my rod on this hole in the wall. Fuck you talking about getting closer? I can't get closer, you idiot. You pound on the concrete until it's cleared away with your rod. Hope you brought some acid. You're gonna need it. You pour the acid and watch as it eats a hole through the metal. Boom goes the dynamite. You move the button just as the sweet smell of gas enters your nose. The light begins to darken. Darken, darken. You bitches get knocked out cold. When Alexis and I come to, we find ourselves in a small chamber surrounded by a mesh force field. I can stick my finger through the mesh, but that's about it. A deranged old man comes out of a booth. He walks up to us looking like a cat who swallowed a canary.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. I'm Dr. Thomas Dangerfield. Allow me to fill you in with the details of my great conspiracy. I am the only member of the Stanton expedition who tried to stop the slaughter of the Martian colonists who discovered the stone. For that, I've beaten, tortured, and left for dead. But being a superior intellect, I willed myself to survive. I spent the next 20 years searching for Carlyle Stanton. 8 years ago, I saw a photo of Marshal Alexander. The eyes were that I recognized. I realized that Stanton had not died in the D-Day attack and transformed himself into Marshal Alexander. Many times and in many ways, I tried to get at that fiend, but his security was too tight, too good. But at long last I devised a plan of genius worthy of my revenge. I hired Rick Logan to seduce Alexander's daughter. Alexis can convince her to steal the Oracle Stone. Using Johnny Fedora and Nathan Bloodworth, I lured Alexander out of his protective web by offering that pathetic fool the hope of getting back the stone. Bloodworth executed Stanton, and with the debt finally paid, I went for the stone. The fool Rick Logan tried to double-cross me in the market the stone himself. I left him and his ambitions hanging. I found Alexis and the stone on Mars and had brought them for me. Having studied ancient Martian cultures for years, I was prepared to interpret the stone. I did so completely. The stone had been developed by an ancient and highly sophisticated civilization. The stone acts as a conductor between solid matter and the electromagnetic impulses of the brain. Truly, a stone to make dreams come true. It provided the substance or matter of the impulses provided by the brain. Martians created the stone to free themselves from the rigors of technology and labor. Unhappily, humans have only been able to generate enough cerebral energy to make the stone operate on only negligible or dangerous levels, something like a Neanderthal with a laser computer. Preparing myself for the eventual possession of the stone, I constructed a machine to magnify the impulses of my already advanced brain. Imagine the changes that would be wrought with the stone in my machine. Think big, Mr. Murphy. Do not be constrained by the practical. The practical is the refuge of the mediocre. Mr. Murphy, have you ever desired to be a god? To create worlds? To experience utter dominion? Wouldn't you like to be able to control the destinies of peoples, planets, even universes? Mr. Murphy, you are about to witness supreme, omnipotent, absolute power. Good. Fix your fucking teeth once you get it. What the fuck? Small containment chamber. The contents are held by a small mesh of lasers. A bolt passes through the top of the chamber, which we're going to get. You try to extract the bolt with your fingers but are unable to. You clamp onto the bolt with your teeth and slowly turn it
Free. What a man, what a man. What a mighty good man.
Do something, Tex.
I'm thinking, bitch.
Well, think faster.
Try distracting him.
I'll try. Do something, Tex. Well, think faster.
I'm afraid we're doomed.
Well, some hero you are.
Wait a second. Have you got anything with elastic in it?
Yes, I do.
Sweet. I'll take your bra, baby. Here's my jetpack. You gingerly take the jumbo bra. She must have some fucking tatties. GameHorder loves tatties. You place the bolt in the bra, pull it back, take aim, and let it fly. The bolt strikes the lever controlling the cage and shuts it off. Ching chang, motherfucker. He's about to eat my shit. You strike the tuning fork and touch the chamber glass. The glass shatters. You carefully pick up the stone. Uh-oh. You grab Alexis and climb into the waiting speed car. Later, douche. Thomas Dangerfield's mad experiment of attempting to harness the stone's power ended his life. Dangerfield was a decent human being once, but was driven insane by his quest for ultimate power. Alexis and I decide that the Deacon Hawk is the only logical choice for the stone. We arrive at the temple where she is waiting for us. She turns and whispers,
"You have returned the stone to the Mistress of Light. You have surely saved the world from annihilation, but you must continue to be diligent. Mankind may yet prove to be the author of his own demise. Reverence life, protect the living things, and recycle. And now for the safety of mankind, I must take the stone. Perhaps someday when the human race is ready, it will be returned. Till then, farewell."
What was that about?
I don't know, but how about a hot dog and a beer from Weenie World?
Ooh, sounds good to me.
"How about a hot dog and a beer? How about a wiener from Tex Murphy World?" Anyways, folks, that wraps it up for Martian Memorandum. Tex Murphy's second adventure. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more Tex Murphy. Somewhere in the not-so-distant future. What, they didn't do credits back then?